Hello and welcome to day 4 of my 12 days of DIY Christmas, where today we're going to start with this cute little gnome from the Dollar Tree and give him a bit of a makeover. I went ahead and painted his hat and present and shoes with Waverly chalk paint, and then topped it with my infamous Mod Podge and sparkly glitter. Then I went ahead and just added Mod Podge and glitter to the present. I'm not real happy with how it's looking because the chunky glitter didn't cover very well, and I knew that if I tried to add more to it, it was just going to be really messy. So I tried to get off a lot of the excess and go with some fine glitter to blend it in, but the colors are way too far off, so it just looked like a kindergartner had done this particular present. So we're going to go through and add a full layer of Mod Podge over the entire thing. And then I'm going to mix up some white glitter and then a brighter pink glitter and give a color that's a lot closer to what's on the hat already. And then I'm just going through on his beard and adding a layer of Mod Podge, and then I add on the iridescent snow from the Dollar Tree. I take 2 of the paper towel holders from the Dollar Tree and attach them together with some zip ties and figure out where the height needs to be adjusted so that he can fit right up underneath there. And then I've taken a pink charger. This particular one, I think I might have gotten it at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. But I just went through and used my Gorilla Glue Gel 10-second bond, which is not a 10-second bond on metal, so we hit it also with the hot glue gun just to hold it in place until the super glue had taken hold. Went ahead and put some of the fake snow down at the bottom and glued him onto the paper towel holders. Added some extra super glue and he's good to go. Now we have a couple of the signs from the Dollar Tree. I love the little scalloped edges on these. Thought it gave it kind of a fun and whimsical look. So I'm going to cover them with a couple coats of Waverly chalk paint. I'm going to do the stake in white and then a combination of pink, blue, and purple on the other ones, such as this. I cut out some different places on my Cricut, like the Candy Cane Forest, Lincoln Tunnel, Sea of Swirly Twirly Gumdrops, say that one a couple times fast, and a couple other places that were from the original Candyland game. Then I went ahead and got a couple of those heatless curlers from the Dollar Tree, and I thought that it would make a really cute lollipop. I know a lot of people have used the pool noodles for these for the great big oversized ornaments for their yard, but I'm not decorating my yard, but I still wanted the oversized ornament. So when I seen these at the Dollar Tree, I thought they would make a perfect replica of the extra large ones, but in just a smaller jumbo size. And just like with doing the pool noodles, if you've seen anybody doing those videos, the glue takes forever to solidify and take hold. So I recommend just going through and do it in a small section such as I'm doing, but don't try to sit and wait for the glue to dry. Just get the glue on it as fast as possible. Keep spinning it in your hand, holding it together. And then at the end, I take some Scotch tape and just wrap it around it to hold it in place while it dries. Let it sit overnight. We were golden. Then on my second one, I had a wider ribbon, and I just went ahead and did the same thing of wrapping it around the heatless curler. I don't recommend this thicker ribbon per se for rolling it up into the lollipop shape because it starts to lose its form a lot, and I did have to go through afterwards and fix it a little bit. The smaller ribbon definitely had a much nicer finished look, I think, but overall it's pretty cute. And then after getting that tape off, I just go through with a lot of hot glue onto the back of one of these paper straws. That this is the only use I have found for paper straws, is literally using them in crafts because these things are worthless. Now I'm just taking a few dowel rods that I've already painted white and gluing them together. I have one larger one and 3 smaller ones that I'm just gluing around it to kind of form one bigger rounded dowel to be able to fit into the opening of our next product. And then wrap them with a little bit of the red electrical tape. And here we have bubble containers from the Dollar Tree. And when I seen these, I loved the colors of them, and I thought they would be fun to do something with. And then as I was putting together this oversized treat bundle, I realized that those would be perfect. And they truly are. Wait till you see them at the end, you guys. They end up looking so cool. And there's nothing to them. I literally just glued it in there, and then we're going to wrap a bow around it. And not even a full bow, just some ribbon tails. They're adorable. I'm taking one of those bath sponges from the Dollar Tree. This one happens to be the Alice in Wonderland one because I love the color. It goes perfect with everything that I was doing. And I thought that it would look like a bunch of cotton candy on a stick. So I'm just going through in small sections, adding in the hot glue on the stick and just ruffling it around. Along the top, I didn't put it in real snug, so it kept its nice fluffy shape at the top. I did end up going through with a small strip of red electrical tape down that stick just to give it a little something. And then I take 3 of these dowel rods and glue them together, but you can use any dowel rod. I just didn't have any that were wide enough, so I went ahead and just made my own. Then I had painted them white and wrapped the red electrical tape around it. You're going to notice in the video that I have a very large stick because I had made 2 of these and attached them together. But at the end, I ended up taking them apart and only keeping the 1/2 because it wasn't necessary to have that big of a stick on my project. Now I just go through and figure out where this rod is going to need to go for my lollipop stick. And then I use my wood burner to make a hole where the whole stick is going to need to go through. And now lots and lots and lots of hot glue. I put a ton on there, sat and held it, put some more on there, sat and held it, filled in that gap where I made the hole a little bit too big because of the odd shape. And let me tell you, in the process of putting this thing together, I managed to knock it down twice. And once was from the tabletop. And This thing is solid. So normally hot glue and plastic aren't friends, but this Gorilla Glue and this particular plastic, completely solid. Now I'm just filling it up with some Easter grass because I want it to look like one of those lollipops that are kind of like a sweet tart, kind of chalky. I can't think of what they are, but that's what this resembled to me. Just seal that up real good around the edges, and same thing as with the stick, extra glue. And then I decided I wanted to spruce up those stakes just a little bit and add on some red electrical tape to give it that peppermint stripe on these little pastel signs, and I think it's exactly what they needed. Give them that little bit of pop of color or red contrast on the pastels. I love it so much. I think it looks so neat. And then I got a 10-pack of these cellophane bags. They're made for gift baskets. I think I got them at Michael's. And I'm going to have to assume that they were very cheap because I am very cheap. So I can't imagine that they were very expensive for a pack of 10 of them. Put the lollipop in there and tied a ribbon around it. And keep in mind that my lollipop is upside down, which is why the tails are going up. So I have this really pretty glittery ribbon. It's multicolored glitter. Very stiff ribbon, really hard to work with, but it was perfect for this particular project, so I decided to try to use some of it up. And I love the little bit of contrast with these darker colors up against the pastels, because this ribbon's actually a lot deeper purple than what it looks like on film. And then I have a vase that I've attached to a wood base and throwing a layer of paint and some iridescent snow over top of it when it's said and done. But I had to work in kind of an emergent fashion because I was building this and it toppled over on me. I knew it was getting top heavy, so I decided to quickly attach it to that board, which is why all of that is off camera. And as soon as I got it done painting it, it decided it had enough and toppled right over. So that was fun. Anyway, I've taken the chunky yarn in the pink and white, and I've done 5 rows of pink, 3 rows of white, 5 pink, 3 white, all the way up to the top, kind of making it just look like a stocking or something, I don't know. And here is the finished product of our gnome tray. I think he looks so cute. I loved the look of him to start with, and I think he's just so cute, all done up in his pinks and sparkles. And then I just set it down on top of this glass tray to give it a little bit more support because it is a little top heavy with the tray on top. And see, I've just got some little snacks. Decisions must be made here. And final product of our bouquet of oversized sweet treats. Lollipops, cotton candy. That just looks so cute. I wish that the pink wasn't as heavy because it weighed down the multicolored strands a little bit more in that big lollipop. But I love, love, love how the light is shining through these little long lollipops. Who would have thought that some bubbles would have turned into lollipops? Well, I hope that you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I can't wait for you to return for day 5 of my 12 days of DIY Christmas.